Yeah, so today's class will go with how to increase EBS volume. So the first step will be we have to SSH into the server. Second step will be increase EBS volume. And the third step is run few commands in the Linux machine. So these three steps. So first we'll try to launch an instance and SSH into the machine. So to do that, there are two methods. One, you can create a key pair first, then launch instance with this key pair, or else while launching instance itself, you can create a key pair. So click on launch instance, EBS volume. Okay, EBS volume increase demo. I'll take Ubuntu. Instance type will be T2 micro, and key pair, as we don't have any key pairs, I'll create one key pair here. You need to select PEM key. PPK, earlier we used to use once if it is a Windows machine and if we are using putty, because we will be using git bash and SSH from command line, we have to go with PEM key. No need of PPK anymore. So I'll go with PEM. I'll name this as some key, my key, demo, and create it. So once key is created, it got downloaded to your downloads folder. Then launch the instance. See, here it is 8 GB. We will make this as 10 GB once this instance is launched. Okay, so the instance is launched. Now let's wait the instance state to be in running state. So once the instance is in running state, we have to SSH into this instance. So for that, we need public IP address. Copy this public IP. Go to your terminal. This is git bash. So you can use command prompt as well or git bash. Anything should work. So here the command will be SSH. You should be in downloads folder, or else you can give the complete path like tilde is your home directory and download slash your pem key file name. So my key hyphen demo is my key name. Either you can give this complete path, or else you can go into the downloads folder and you can just give ssh minus I and my key hyphen demo dot pem. So minus I is required here. You are saying use this key to log into my EC2 instance. So minus I stands for identity. So to log into my machine, use this identity. So then to connect to this instance, you need a username. So the username you can get it from connect. Let me refresh and see if the instance is in running state. Once this is in running state, this connect will be enabled. So if you can see here there is a Ubuntu user. You have to connect using Ubuntu user and this will be your host name. So general syntax for SSH is SSH identity and your username at the rate hostname. So your username is Ubuntu at the rate hostname is your IP address, this public IP address. Press enter. It will ask for a prompt. You need to enter, type S and press enter. Done. You are on Ubuntu machine now. You are in EC2 instance. Okay. The second step. The second step is increase the EBS volume. To increase the EBS volume, go to EBS Under volumes, you can click here. There are two methods again. Directly, you can go to volumes and find your instance and identify the volume. Else, in the instance tab, you can find a volume here. If you go down, just search for volume. This is your volume. Sorry. Monitoring storage. So they have created a new tab here. So you can directly go here and find your volume. Click here. So it will redirect you to the volume. Okay. Now the size is 8 GB. You can go to actions, modify volume and increase to 10 GB. Once you increase to 10 GB, you cannot downgrade to 9 GB or 8 GB, whatever it is. Like you cannot downgrade, you can upgrade. So no decrease of volume. If I say 7 GB, it is not allowed. So only can be increased, not decreased. So I can go 9 or 10, whatever it is, but I cannot decrease the volume. Once it is 10 GB, I cannot come back. So, and say modify. So modifying volume here doesn't impact on the operating system. It just modifies here, not in the operating system. If I do, to see how much volume I have, there is a command called df. So df minus h is human readable. So it will show me the current storage like 6.8 GB. So complete size is 6.8 GB, and out of which 1.6 is used. Now it should show me as near to 10 GB. So it's near to 8 GB actually. Some other space is utilized by some other file system. We need to check for the root file system. Or else you can use fdisk command, fdisk minus L. I need to be a root user. To run this command as a root user, you need to use sudo command, sudo fdisk minus L. So here I can see complete size of my 7 GB is the disk size. So this is my volume size. I will increase it to 10 GB. So how to do that? We'll see. So another command, there are multiple commands to display the volumes. The another command I'll show you, that is lsblk. lsblk. So list block device. So list block will give me again 7 GB. Okay. So now the how to increase the volume. Increase volume is a administrator task. So I need to run as sudo here. Sudo grow part. So I'm increasing the partition. This is called partition. See, XVDA is my hard disk. In hard disk, I have one partition called XVDA1. XVDA1 is like, for example, if you have a hard disk in Windows, we have something called C drive. C drive, D drive, E drive, these are called partitions. And the complete hard disk is your hard disk. Like complete disk is just a disk, and under that you have partition. In the same way, this is your complete disk, which is 10 GB. It is showing 10 GB because we increased in the EBS volume, but my partition is still showing as 7 GB. This partition should be 10 GB. So how to do that? Grow part. So all my hard disk goes under dev partition. So in Linux, we have partitions like /home, /dev, /bin. So dev is where all my disk partitions will be residing. So xvda. Now I increased, I'm saying this is my disk, hard disk, and this is my partition. So increase this to 10 GB. That's what I'm saying this. So partition one will be increased. So if you see my lsblk command, it is showing as 9 GB. Earlier it was 7 GB. if I do df minus h, still it is 6.8. This is not yet increased. So the other command we have to use is resize to fs. There is a command called resize to fs, and I need to use xvda1. Now if I do df minus h, now you can see 8.7. Now the disk size got increased. So these are the steps. So summary is login to SSH server, login, increase EBS volume. Next, run command lsblk to see if the increased volume is shown over there. Next, grow part. Grow part /dev / whatever volume it is, xda1, xvda is the disk and partition one, and resize to fs. Resize to fs /dev / xvda1. There is no space in resize to fs. There is a space in grow part. So just you need to follow these three commands. So log ssh, increase, and these three commands. Done. Thank you.